Showtime. Here we are again, Nashville, Tennessee, up in the writing room. The lovely Green Hills neighborhood that we live in, where we are currently stranded and waiting for answers. And
does anyone have answers? Put them in the chat.
Does anybody have answers? Please post answers. We need answers. All we have is questions. I feel like we're living under the biggest question mark of my life, a giant question mark that I can't get off of my head. When do we get out? It's going to be a while, y'all. It's going to be a while. So we'll just keep doing this until then. We had the great pleasure and privilege of playing Americana.
42? Sorry, it was just such a good comment. It was great. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I'm sorry. It was just such a good comment.
Oh, 42 is the answer?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That was sorry. It was so good. I couldn't control myself. Please continue. I'm sorry.
I can't. I completely forgot the thought. When you shouted 42, you deleted my train of...
You're going to tell them about what we did earlier today.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, please.
No, I'm sorry.
No, it's yours.
No.
Have at it.
Nope.
We're getting along great here in Nashville, Tennessee. My day was spent watching panels at the it's called Thriving Roots Conference. It's the digital version of the Americana Music Conference. It's going on right now digitally, and boy, did they do a great job today. We saw some wonderful panels today and yesterday. We got to jump on with folks that really we are huge fans of. Ani DeFranco, Linda Ronstadt. Watching so many people speak from the comfort of their home has been a real interesting thing. And ultimately, we were able to give a little workshop here ourselves from the office and talked about songwriting today. And it was really nice to be a part of the community, even though we were removed from everybody and still sitting in this fucking room forevermore. Every now and then we go downstairs and order a pizza and then come back up. Here we are. It just keeps... Wait. 42!
Okay, sorry. Do you think when we go back on the road we're going to have to bring the flag with us? Do you think people are going to recognize us without the flag?
The flag and the twinkle lights.
Yeah, it's like going to have to be part of
Yeah,
our
well,
set.
we did turn the twinkle lights on today. They do twinkle, but they're very distracting. In fact, all you would see would be the twinkle, and also the camera continues to try to refocus between each twinkle. So it'd be a pixelated twinkle, which might look better than this. Oh, God. We're doing all right. We're just complaining. I'm sick of it. I just want to go somewhere, anywhere. Tracy Thomas was on a panel today. She's Jason Isbell in St. Paul and the Broken Bones and quite a few people's manager. And she was in a truck in the passenger seat, and they were going somewhere. We were all got like wanderlust, just watching her do her panel
with a seatbelt on.
With a seatbelt on in a moving vehicle.
Everyone was like, "Wow,
where are you going?" She's
what
like, my boyfriend's a furniture builder, and we're delivering furniture to somewhere. It's like, oh man, it's been a rough week for a lot of folks, and gosh, we got nothing to complain about here in Nashville. We don't have a tornado, we don't have a hurricane, we're not on fire. Pretty stable environment right now here, and so many people have it so much more just imminently dangerous, and we're thinking about you and sending love out to all the people in harm's way, and part of what we are trying to do here is to connect. So let's just quit complaining and sing. What do you think, Jaimee?
That sounds great.
All right, we got this song. It's called 42. Just kidding.
I'm sorry.
Stumbling past your house, baby, at the break of day, I thought I saw your silhouette dancing across the shade. went down to the mission. I called your name, till an angel with a face like yours came down and let me in. Thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. And I heard soldiers' voices by the city gate. There were junkies lying on the ground. They made me look away. I spilled you on a mirror. I chopped you into lines. Over some old kitchen sink, I tried to make you die. Thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture of an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. Broken mirrors, dog-eared things I read, worn-out movie stars, invaded limousines. I struggle through the old charades, coffee cups and clams. I can't keep up with parades. I keep falling down. Thought I saw your reflection in a cigarette machine, in a bottle, in a gutter, in a window on the street, in a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. In a storefront, in a picture on an old broken TV. I swear it was you staring back at me. That was awesome. What'd you do there? How'd you came up with that little run there? It was awesome.
Thank you. Well, I just decided, since I was telling Mary earlier, I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the movie Zoolander. Have you ever seen the movie Zoolander?
I've seen very few movies.
That's true. So it's this film in which Ben Stiller plays a model, and his Achilles heel basically is that he can't turn left. So he's on the runway, he can't turn left, and he is battling this other model, and he can't turn left. So it's like, are they going to use that against him? It's a theme in the movie, and for me, I feel like soloing in the key of A is like my Zoolander.
You can't solo in A.
It's like, oh no. Well, but I think what I figured out was, I noticed before we were talking, I said, I just can't really do it above the 5th fret.
So
I
don't.
just told myself, just
Stay-
don't go above the 5th fret. Just stay below the 5th fret.
What's above the 5th fret for us?
Exactly.
You know, I was once in a old limousine in the French Quarter of New Orleans that this dude won in a poker game, and it couldn't turn left.
Really?
Not kidding, not making it up.
Well, New Orleans is a good place to be for that, right?
Could turn right. It was like a 1960s era garbage limousine that could only turn right. So we went bar hopping
Wow.
around New Orleans. That bars you can only get to by turning right. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it was terrifying, and I was not sober yet, and I was too young to jump out of the car in self-preservation. I did survive, but it was chaos and pandemonium. And I think that was long before Zoolander was imagined in some Hollywood gathering.
I was going to say,
minds.
maybe, well, it's so surreal. It's so ridiculous, but here you've had this true experience. And
true
that's the thing.
experience.
Maybe somebody had an experience.
Maybe that
Person rode.
limo actually was lost in another card game.
It could have been. Could have been the.
Because it's so absurd.
Right.
Okay. Play a song.
Well, my first, how could you know this? But my first car was won in a poker game, basically. Or at least the money for the car was won in a poker game. And that's how I got my Grand Marquis.
That's how I got to Memphis.
Lily Hom asked for this song.
Hey, Lily, we miss you.
There was a darkness in that house. I felt it chill my bones. Saw your mother at the kitchen table, just sitting there, arms crossed. I did a line to make it through the night. I did a line to suppress my appetite. She offered us what she had to eat. Guess she'd been holding on to all of those holiday meals. I smell the milk is spoiling from the refrigerator. Pulled a long black hair off of my plate. Said, baby, let's get out of here. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you. Red rescue. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you. Red rescue. The walls were colored all like blood. I never looked, but I swear there must have been a dungeon. I saw your brother there, sleeping on the couch. Don't think he's moved since, don't think he'll ever get out. Oh, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna save you, red rescue. darkness in our house, I felt it chill my bones the second I carry you. Wedding dress over the threshold, you told a lie, you told a lie. It was easy for me to believe with all that you said was it's not as bad as it seems. But it was, baby. How am I gonna save you? How am I gonna save you with rescue, with rescue? Oh, how am I gonna save you? How am I gonna save you when that darkness lives and you too? How am I gonna save you? How am I gonna save you? Rescue, rescue. How am I gonna save? How am I gonna save you?
Ah. There is so much power in your voice and in your being. I mean, you have electrical power. Like I could plug a light into you. There's so much power. It's mighty. It's mighty.
I feel like a peanut crushed on the floor of the Texas Roadhouse right now. So
You are not your feelings. The reality of you is that there's power and lots of it. And look out when she figures out how to harness it and use it in ways that conduct even more electricity. She's a powerful, powerful artist and an incredible songwriter and an unbelievable singer.
Thank
And
you.
if I had to be quarantined with anybody on earth for this long, it's you. I pick you.
Well, good, because you did have to be.
Apparently, there's not a lot of choice here. But I lucked out being...
It's been fun. We have had a good time.
We do all right. I mean, by this point, you'd figure we'd probably... One of us had pushed the other one down the stairs by now. But we're doing great, really, you know?
What?
We're doing
What
all
are
right.
those thoughts?
Well, people are going crazy together, locked up together forever like this.
Yeah.
A lot of people they're really losing it and driving each other nuts. But we're holding on all right, and you know, we're lucky because we have the music. The music is a great, it's a great healer. It heals stuff and it brings joy, and we're blessed to have it. So. Got Long Haul Paul on the feed, and someone's asking for Truckers and Troubadours. This is a new song that I co-wrote with Long Haul Paul and Darden Smith. Darden and Long Haul Paul and I got together early on in the pandemic, and we were able to co-write on Zoom, and we started talking about what truckers have in common with troubadours. Unbeknownst to me, Jaimee had written those exact words into a song before we wrote this song, and I hadn't heard the song. I wish you'd play Boomerang Town after we play this.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, it's sort of a companion piece in a weird way, I think. Just the desperation of the characters, you know. And we thought of desperation in April. Well, here we are heading into October with the DBs are cranked in the direction of even more intensity around this stuff. This is called Truckers and Troubadours, written with Paul Marfort, the long haul truck driver friend of mine. Here we go. Truckers and troubadours, black coffee and metaphors, steering wheels, late nights and songs. Wake up in the morning, we're gone. On the stage, on the road, pack it up, pull the load. Thousands of miles left to do, always just passing through. Truckers and troubadours, I'd rather have walking the floors. Can't wait to make it back home, counting the days till we're gone. Gear jammers, rhymers, not made for these timers, in love with the strange and the new, always just passing through. Interstate headlights and stars in our eyes, packing our bags as we must. Sometimes it's heaven and sometimes it's hell, slaves to the old wanderlust. Wanderlust. Truckers and troubadours, trying hard not to keep score. White lines in rear view towns, too late to turn back now. Dashboards and dials, getting paid by the miles, missing old friends we knew, always just passing through. Truckers and troubadours, truckers and troubadours, truckers and troubadours, truckers and troubadours.
That's my mom's second favorite Mary Gauthier.
Yay, we'll send that out to Maris.
Carla Faye, I think it's her first one, and then
That's intense.
she's an intense lady.
She's a beautiful lady.
She's awesome. All right.
It's a new song from Jaimee Harris.
I was working at the supermarket when I fell for Julie, knocked her up. Everybody said I would. The day I turned 16, I got that job. Couldn't wait to buy a car, saving up. Leave this town for good. In August, I asked Julie if she'd run away. She said she wanted to wait till May to graduate. She'd be the first in her family, so I stayed behind. Thought she could get a scholarship to college, become a nurse, travel the world, but all that took a back seat when we saw those double lights. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang's hand. You think you're soaring, you think you're flying, too young to know there's no use trying. You spin in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town. It's a boomerang town. Julie got a GED and a job of 35. The only joint in town that's open all night. The diner next to the seminary. She serves the truckers, the troubadours, the punks, the college kids who trash their booths, all stoned and drunk, who always pay but never tip with daddy's money. Julie and I come from similar kin, heavy drinkers, quick to anger's fist to skin. They all live and die here. That won't be us, I swore to her. I promise you we'll see the world. Just don't know when. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. You think you're soaring, you think you're flying, too young to know there's no use trying. You spin in circles, round and round, in this boomerang town. It's a boomerang town. After her shift, she lights a smoke up on the bridge. Under the billboard painted Jesus lives. Julie steps over the rail, thinks about salvation. The sun arrives and collides with the steeple, cast a shadow over God's most desperate people. Julie takes it as a sign. Let's go and starts flying. As for me, the only dream I've ever had is getting out of this boomerang town. boomerang time.
Yes.
Thank you for asking for that one, Mary.
Oh my God, yes. That is it's a massive song, and Allison would like to have a recording of that, and so would Mary Gauthier. Jaimee just finished that song about a week, 10 days ago, and it's brand new, hot off the press. So we'll have this live stream up, and you can replay the live stream, but we haven't got it recorded. Well, Jaimee hasn't got it recorded yet because it's a new song. And a lot of what we're playing tonight is new stuff that we haven't put into a recording studio yet. Though Jaime's talking to producers now. I don't know if that's premature to announce that, but you know, the way it works is we write them and then we talk to producers and figure out what direction we want to take them, and get some help in that area by record producer, and then go record them and then put the record out. So,
yeah, I will say, if you want to be the first to hear stuff that I'm putting up, I just launched a Patreon, which is a site where you can sign up for a monthly fee as low as $3 a month, and you get access to new songs and chord charts and videos, all kinds of things before anyone else does. So you'll be the first to hear everything as it happens.
Yeah, and she's got a brand new song in her Patreon for patrons only. Really beautiful song sung with Eliza Gilkison on the backgrounds, and it's in addition to a lot of other things. I don't know what all the levels and all are, but it's cool what she's set up there, and it's a real beautiful side and inside stuff with new stuff Jaimee's working on and writing and talking about and stuff like that. So please check it out. All right, May. This is one I wrote with my dear friend Ben Glover. Did about a month ago. Is that right? About a month ago?
Wow, I guess so, yeah.
Time is becoming pretty irrelevant. May eternity hold you in the hollow hand. May a soft wind enfold you as you travel distant lands. May the moon and stars delight you as the daylight dims. Till the morning sun warms your face, till I see you again. May you lay down your struggle beneath a silver sky. May the summer rain inside your dreams whisper lullabies. May there be no more sorrow, no more pain. May you sleep inside the stillness of the night till I see you again. May you never be a stranger. May you never feel alone. May you reunite with family and friends, and may they walk you home. May love embrace you in a dance that never ends. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. May you rest in gentle arms till I see you again. I love the part that you play on that song.
Thank you.
It reminds me of my favorite sort of era of music, the early 70s singer-songwriter era, where wooden strings were the dominant sound and strong lyrics. I love that era. And when you pick like that, the two guitars, the acoustic guitars, it's just a beautiful sound. It moves me. Thank you for that.
Oh, thanks. I love that song. It's so beautiful.
Well, thank you, Jaimee.
I think what you do on your own is magic, and what Ben does on his own is magic. And then when you put it together, it's just like so. There was someone, it might have been Adele, that was just asking anything you wrote with Ben Glover, which is true. You guys have a really beautiful.
We have great chemistry. Yeah.
Thing going on.
Yeah, he's very gentle, very
And I love-
kind.
Yeah, and I love how anytime, like the songs that Ben writes with Gretchen, or when he sings them, he owns them too. I mean, it's just really cool. He's really, I'm just a fan. I love him,
I do too.
and I hope I get to know him better because I also think he's a beautiful human being.
He's gorgeous.
Good morning, my love. Can you hear the birds are singing? Can you hear my heart ringing? A bell for what I feel. Good morning, my love. Did you have a peaceful slumber? Did those demons all stay under the bed in which you lay? Or did they cry, tell you to change your mind about me, give it up? Or did they whisper softly close, I could never love you most, I'm not enough? Oh, why are you so far from me, my love? Good morning, my love. Did you greet the day with fear? Did you wish that I was near to tame your racing mind? Or am I the cause of all your worry? Do you hunger now for freedom? this love of ours be had? Or are you quiet because you're just not sure yet which way your heart will turn? Well, I light up hard to kill the time most, 'cause I like to watch things burn. Oh, why are you so far from me, my love? Oh, why are you so far from me, my love? Oh, why are you so far from me, my love?
That melody's unbelievable. I love that song. When did you write that song?
I think I wrote that song. I can't exactly remember, but I remember where I was. It must have been 2016 or 17 because I was living with Jane Ellen Bryant. I remember that, and I remember that I had this idea, and I had to be very quiet because Jane was asleep. You know, it's interesting. I've heard other young songwriters talk about this, but there's a different dynamic sometimes when you're in a roommate situation where you're working during the day and then you're writing at night. Like, there are all these songs that are kind of born and like secretively behind the wall. Or Jane has this song, Jane Ellen Bryant. She's a wonderful songwriter, highly recommend. She has a song called If I Loved You. And it is very, the way that she sings it. First of all, that song, just even thinking about it, makes me want to cry. It is so beautiful. And I remember that she wrote that before, and I could just hear her little piano, because she was like starting to play piano at the time again. I could hear it through the wall, and I was like in my bathroom, like,
back there picking
yes!
it,
I was like, please write that song. Like, that, whatever is happening on the other side of the wall is so beautiful. But there's this illusion that no one can hear you, but you have to be quiet. And so that was born at that time. And I also remember that there's a guy that played piano with me for a long time named Derek Morris. He's a great keys player, and his wife got him an accordion for Christmas. And I was like, I knew that I wanted to have something that I could hear just me and an accordion.
Oh, that would be it.
And that was,
yeah, that melody is gorgeous. It's just a lovely, lovely
so all of those
song.
things kind of collided in time, and
That song, it works for me, I'll tell you that. Got the best seat in the house, y'all. Sitting right here next to Jaimee Harris. And doing these song swaps is fun for me. I really like just hitting the live button and trading songs and listening to the new songs land, both Jaimee's and mine. And as we continue to not know what's happening next, we just stay here. You know, I finished a book. I'm actually starting a new book because I like paint, I guess, and writing songs. So that's what artists are doing. I bet there's going to be like 100 billion new records in 2001. I mean, in 2021, there'll be everybody on Earth is going to have a record in 20. We thought everybody on Earth already had a record, but everybody on Earth is going to have a new record in 2021. Because of all this time to be making up songs, you know, the COVID baby boom.
the creative baby boom.
COVID.
The COVID baby.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is a brand new one. Just finished it last week. This one gave me hell for a long time, but I think we got there. I wrote it after reading this book. It's called Some Go Home by my friend Odie Lindsay. Takes place in a fictional town called Pitchland, Mississippi. And Pitchland, Mississippi is exactly what you would expect Pitchland, Mississippi to be. He brought it to life in that book, and And I tried to bring it to life in this song. It goes like this. Highway 90 westbound in the falling dark, rolling past cornfields, catfish come farms and swamps, a Pascagoula sunset, a longing breaking through. Don't know why I'm always leaving. Don't know why I left you. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. We can lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. I have so much to tell you. Yes, I'm ready to come clean. I'm so tired of running from the things I cannot leave. You and me in Mississippi, battered, beautiful, and scarred, in need of forgiveness and the awful grace of God. Won't you meet me in the meadow? We can look up at the stars, lean into the wind, dream again, find out who we are. Won't you meet me in the meadow? No more alone. Let's lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home. We can lay down in the grass till the feelings pass, then go home.
Yay!
We're still learning that one, but I'm gonna like it when I got it in my muscle memory. It takes a little while to get song muscle memory, so you don't have to think about it. It just comes flowing out of you without without self-conscious thought.
Yeah, I was noticing like playing new songs, like too, like with the comments and everything, because I love like reading like what people. I just like hearing what you guys. I mean, I miss being with you in person, and so I'm like, oh, what are they saying? What do they what do they need? Do they need
we
anything?
can't read your body language.
But
so.
yeah, exactly. So, but like during the comments with the new songs, it's like nope. Like I need all of my brain power to try to remember what has happened.
Right.
Because it's also not like we're on the road. Even when you have a new song, I mean, it's scary enough when you play it for the first time in front of anyone, and then an audience is like the next step, right? Then you're like, okay, now one person's heard it or two people have heard it, but now I got to play it in front of the people, and are they going to kick me out of the tribe? You just never know. And then you play it, and then you play it like every night, and you get stronger, and but since we're playing like a couple times a week instead, it's like every time it feels like the first time.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. It's an exciting feeling, actually.
It's very exciting, and
really
it's a little
exciting,
scary.
But it's a little scary.
Yeah. Yeah, and that never goes away, no matter how many, 30 years in, 10 records later, it's still scary for me. And I know Amy Lou feels the same way.
You know that Amy Lou feels the same way?
I do. New songs are scary because we don't know them yet. We don't have a strong. It's like going on a first date or something. It's like you're still in this early stage of conversation.
Which, speaking of that, if anyone else is watching Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the Spectrum, we are watching that, and just so tender. It's just so beautiful. It's an Australian show on Netflix about people with autism dating. It's heartwarming. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really. Yeah. Gosh,
what you gonna play there?
I was thinking about playing a town song, but you don't seem excited about that. So
well, I don't know. I mean, you've got so many new ones of your own, but you play what you feel.
I do. So, was there anything new you'd like to hear that I could?
I'm always down with Sam's.
And Nicholas did ask for Sam's. I will play that because I love you, Ann, and I love you too, Mary.
Oh.
But that's a 2 for 1. Love on the Spectrum was fabulous. Yes, Scarlett, it was. And I saw your thing about tacos. Tacos Aurora is where you'd like. Is the tacos I very much appreciate in Nashville. She's coming to Nashville. She was talking about tacos.
Tacos Aurora. Get them to go. Eat them outside on a picnic table. All right, this one's intimate. I'm going to move the mic towards you.
I guess I can move the chair, too. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, this one's soft and gorgeous, and darken the lights. Lower the light, lower the wattage here. Let's get intimate. All right.
I feel like I'm like Tales from the Crypt. Like I'm about to unsolved mysteries lighting. Yeah, like comes out of the. Anyways.
It's good to see you, oh my friend. I've been hiding out again. I had this feeling you would understand. Spending too much time alone, and for a moment I'll start feeling good again. Go on down to Sam's. I don't remember, can't forget. Is that how we met? Sam don't run the place no more. They got rock stars living in the back. You and I guess that we don't think too much on that. We just talk out by the fire, and every once in a while I'll light a cigarette, even though I know you hate it. Just like our friend that died, or is he really gone, or in the wind?
Is that how we met? Pretty soon you'll head north, and so will I. We'll say goodbye and then return when the leaves have changed their color. Tell the stories of the loves that fell apart out on the road. If we had better sense, we would just join our hearts. Have we ever? I don't remember. Can't forget. Is that how we met? Back when the place was still a biker bar, I'd come up late and put 'em down, 'cause not a soul I ever knew was hanging round. No one cared if I drove off into the night to greet the flashing lights. They tied me up, put me back inside. I remember, can't forget. Is that how we met? Well, it seems it's finally happened, like I knew it would in good time. My friend, I know I've finally lost my mind, spending too much time alone. Then for a moment I'll start feeling good again. Go on down to Sam's.
It's like a Hitchcock movie,
Oh my gosh, that is an awesome compliment.
right?
I mean, I'm gonna take that as a yes. That makes me feel very, very cool. Thank you.
Well, it is. It has
I
the
mean,
spook.
Yeah, well, that was a song that, I wrote that. I have a memory of writing that too. It was also at that house that I lived in with Jane in South Austin. And Jane had this great round wooden kitchen table that was like perfect for writing. Or not wooden, it was like long. And had all this stuff. She grew up going to New Mexico and had all this really cool stuff from New Mexico on. It was just like, the table had energy. Like there were songs like sitting at the table. You know what I mean?
Tables, absolutely.
I lived in a house where Scrappy Judd Newcomb, who's a great guitar player, songwriter, producer guy, left behind a table, a round table. Same deal with that table. There was like something in but I remember it was like daytime.
The table or the guitar, the pen.
The guitar.
Writers are very particular about their pens. You are, right?
I am not even. Yes, I mean I'm very picky about.
You have to have a particular pen, or you just can't write. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But or I can't write anything though. Like I can't fill out a form at a doctor's office without
A particular pen.
my pen. Yeah. That's how I feel about pens.
Very, very important to have that particular pen.
My writing looks completely different. It looks like somebody else's handwriting if I don't write.
If you don't have that pen. Isn't that funny?
It's weird. It's very strange.
Think it's real, or you think it's in your brain?
I don't know, because I worked at a medical office for 7 years maybe.
You always had that pen?
And we always use those pens because that's what the doctor liked. It's called a Pentel Intergel 0.5.
And that's the super fine point. Huh.
Yeah, you know what? We probably have one over here. And I remember,
Well, if you reach over there, everything's going to fall in.
No, it won't.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
No, this isn't the exact pin. This one's a 0.7, but They kind of look like this.
It's the .05.
The .05 is the one you want.
Yeah. Writers are spooky people. We have to have certain things.
So we're artists, you know.
You can't just have can't just have paper. You have to have a certain kind of paper. Although I was on an airplane once and I saw Rodney Crowell writing on a vomit bag.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not particular. I don't have a thing about paper, other than I really like. You know, do you ever get takeout from a restaurant and they give you a really nice napkin, like a really thick?
Yeah.
And I always save those because I actually really do like writing on napkins.
You know, Harlan Howard used to write on napkins.
I didn't know that. No.
He had a whole box when I came to Nashville and was writing for the Harlan Howard Publishing Company. There was a box of his stuff that he didn't finish. He would drink at the bar and write on the napkins. And I started, you know, as one would, going through the box of his unfinished stuff that he had written in the bar. And a lot of it was with a pen that was not, it was like a felt tip kind of thing.
So it wouldn't go
it would
through
run. It would run. So a lot of it was kind of smeary, but you could see some of it, and some of it was real good. He wrote the best of his thoughts, though, for sure. But for a while, I was working on a record. I never told you this, called Bar Napkins.
I didn't know that, really.
I was going to finish up 10 of his songs and put out a record called Bar Napkins.
So I started hanging out at this place. You might have seen me wear this shirt called Don's Depot, which is an old train car that's converted into a bar, but it's kind of choose your own experience. There's a dance floor. It's a piano bar. The same people have been playing there since the 80s. Like the schedule's the same. And there's like a poker table, and then there's an outside area. And so you can kind of choose your own experience. And I found myself writing a lot there for some reason, ideas. And so I have a whole thing down there, like a folder that you pull out, like those kind of like those
Don's.
Of all songs that I started writing at Don's. And my idea was to write a whole record of Don's songs, like all these songs that have.
So who knew that? Like the
Yeah.
left turn thing, the bar napkin.
There's
Dawn
some parallels
thing.
in our.
Well, Guy Clark was right when he said we're all living the same life. We just hit the mark at different times. The old boy, he knew.
Are you close enough to the microphone?
I don't know if I'm close enough to the microphone.
Let's do it.
Should be closer than you, that's for sure. You got the power. She got the power. She got the vocal power. All right, this is not a new song, but I never ever play it, and I feel like playing it tonight. I haven't probably played this since I was on tour with Scott Nolan and Joanna Miller. So at least a decade ago. And here we go. This is the title track from a record 3 records back. It's called Trouble in Love. Downtown, near the Roosevelt Baths, 48.50 if you pay in cash. Spanish television up through the floor. Desk clerk don't look up when I walk by anymore. Blizzard outside, blizzard in her heart. Lonely travelers, cheap motel art. Snow is falling on snow that fell on snow. I said, hold on, baby, don't go. Trying to catch my breath, she moves so fast. Rumble strips, red lights, broken glass. Head full of dreams, heart full of hurt. Friends say walk on, it's more trouble than it's worth. But my will is gone and my head hangs low. It ain't the leaving, it's the way you go. Trying to catch my breath, she moves so fast. Rumble strips, red lights, broken glass, twisted steel, sirens, and blood. Love and trouble, trouble and love. Love and trouble, trouble and love. Love and trouble, trouble and love.
Awesome. I love that song. Is Beth sing harmony on the record? Beth Nielsen Chapman? Is that who's singing that?
Pretty sure that's Beth.
Oh, it's so good. Did she sing the low harmony too, or is that somebody else?
I don't remember. I know I had Beth in there and Daryl Scott in there.
I know Daryl Scott's in there.
I had Ashley Cleveland in there.
Oh, you know, it might be Ashley. There's an alto part or a I don't know, a tenor. There's a low part on that, and the harmony that is so cool on that.
Might be Daryl.
Might be Daryl.
It could be Beth.
Daryl's harmonies on that record are, I mean, his stuff on O Soul is like,
He's a monster.
he is so great.
Yeah, we got to get him on Sunday's show. Hey, Daryl, if you're out there, would you join us on Sunday at 2 o'clock? Actually, this Sunday, 2 o'clock, we have James McMurtry joining us, the great James McMurtry. One of my favorite songwriters. And I know you're a super fan of the Continental Club every Wednesday night. In perpetuity. When you're in Austin, we have to be there. It's James McMurtry time. We are so happy to have him joining us Sunday. Just insider's information, I'm going to be real nervous interviewing James. I'm not going to interview him. I'm just going to see if I can strike up a conversation. And if he's non-responsive, I'll just do the old, let's have a couple of songs, James. I don't really know how to talk to him. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
I've never attempted to have a conversation with him because
he's monosyllabic. He says what he needs to say through his songs. And so whenever I see him at festivals and stuff and hanging around, it's kind of like, see, I don't know what to say.
I know. I just have never it's a combination of I don't know what to say to James McMurtry, and also do I need to say anything to?
I don't need to say anything. Let's just have him play.
I'm just too much of a
fan.
Probably, but it's also just I don't need. It's fine. I just have years and years and years. One of the reasons I moved to Austin was because somebody pointed at South Congress and said, "There's a club down there where James McMurtry plays twice a week for less than $8."
That's where you have to be.
And 4 days later, I was in town with I moved my Honda down there with all my stuff in my little car.
Is that the car you won in the poker game?
No, that
was earlier.
That was the Grand Marquis.
The Grand Marquis, the cop car.
Exactly. Yes.
The couch on a highway.
You could fit an entire PA system and your bags in the trunk.
You can put the venue in the trunk.
I remember being in high school and my dad somehow, we were driving from a gig. I played in a duo with my dad when I was in high school. And it was his car at the time. And we were driving back from Fort Worth. We played a coffee shop there. And somehow it came up that I had never seen The Wall by Pink Floyd. And this was like before cell phones and all of that. But he had like a hotspot or something. Like it was before you had like the cell phone thing going on. But for some reason he was able to like pull over to the side of the highway, like not that far from Fort Worth. And he like downloaded, probably illegally, The Wall. And I watched it on the way back to Waco in that car, like in the back seat, watching it. Like it was like a
ladies and
couch.
gentlemen, that's called parenting.
That's yes.
Right then and there. That's
He's
parenting.
like, what do you mean you haven't seen this? He's like, we're fixing this immediately. It probably took more time to pull over and download it.
Her dad gave her an encyclopedic knowledge of American music, and it shows in her songwriting and her understanding of the art form. You grew up raised by someone who's got an encyclopedic knowledge of American music, and he handed, what an incredible, wonderful gift to be given by your dad. Truly,
Oh, yeah.
truly.
Totally. Yeah.
Really, I mean, you know more about music from the 60s and 70s than most 60-year-olds. And you have an understanding of songs and songwriters that goes so beyond your life years. It's miraculous, really. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Meredith. Y'all did a good job raising up Jaimee. She's just she's been given the tools for her toolkit early on, right? Playing with your dad, but he, what dad puts a kid in the back seat and downloads The Wall and says, "Here, you got to watch this Pink Floyd movie. Come on. We don't need no education."
You know what blew my mind about that, seeing at that age, because I was old enough to be like, where kids were wearing Pink Floyd shirts, and I had heard some Pink Floyd songs,
Yeah, but
obviously.
the
story.
It's a World War II story about losing your dad.
Exactly. So
It's about PTSD.
Exactly. So when I heard the first, the Brick in the Wall Part 2 is the one that a lot of people know, but the first one, the Daddy's Flown Across the Ocean, I was like, and Goodbye Blue Sky. I mean, I was like crying pretty early on into that thing. Whoa, I had no idea that this is what this was. Like, it just really
it captures British history, and it's a war story, and it's an addiction story.
Exactly. We should watch that.
It's
soon.
multi-generational trauma story. It's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
I don't know. I think Red-Headed Stranger and The Wall are the two greatest concept records of all time, in my opinion. As someone who's written a concept record, those were my two go-tos. Was the Red-Headed Stranger, Willie's masterpiece, and The Wall, Pink Floyd's masterpiece. The stories are both inside and outside of time. They're timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got for us there?
Well, it was funny. You were talking about James, and we were talking about new things, and I was just having this memory that, or reminder, I guess. Tomorrow is September 18th. And there are 3 things happening that I'm really excited about. One is that they're releasing Red Rescue in the Netherlands tomorrow.
Jaimee CD is going to be out in the Netherlands.
It was there and then it was gone, and now it's coming back. So that's happening. And then also there's a guy named Garrett Owen who's made a beautiful record that I sang harmonies on. I sang on his previous record too. And I really like singing with him. It's a really beautiful thing that he's done. And his record comes out tomorrow. Garrett Owen, and then Bonnie Whitmore, who is my friend that has been opening for James McMurtry on the road for the past 2 years.
Carrying amps, carrying guitars, being a road team,
Yeah,
on the road team. I watched them do it. I watched them load in and watched them load out the day that David Olney died.
Yeah,
Down-
exactly. Yes, that was the last time we all saw them.
Yeah.
But she's such a team player. She's beautiful. But she has she's putting out a record October 2nd, and her first radio single on, her official single, is a song that we wrote together. She put out a music video for it this week, and so I'm excited for that, because Bonnie leads her band with a bass, sometimes an 8-string bass, which is pretty cool to see. Her giant, she's got huge curly hair, and she's just like really fierce. And
Speaking of interesting parenting,
yes,
Bonnie Whitmore is a pilot. She can fly a plane. So can her sister, Bonnie and Eleanor Whitmore can fly planes. That's badass.
It's badass. And we bonded on the fact that she was also in a band with her dad called Daddy and the Divas. Her mom is an opera singer. Her dad is a folk singer. And then her sister, all four of them, Daddy and the Divas.
Stepped in it this time.
Yes.
We first met, it was sickly sweet. Looked at you and you looked through me. No secret I could hide or keep. We both knew that we were in too deep. Well, you light the match just to feel that spark. It's a beautiful thing to watch it fall apart. It burns, it fades, and you're left in the dirt. All that's left is a broken heart. Are you okay, honey? Or are you looking for the exit sign? Are you coming with me? No, whatever you decide, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Well, is it worth the wait? Should it be forgotten? Hey, it's not the first time that I've fallen. Well, tattered and bruised, looking up from the bottom. Well, I hold them close just because I've got 'em. Are you okay, honey? Or are you looking for the exit sign? Are you coming with me? No, whatever you decide, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Would I rather be lonely and change my mind 1,000 times? If you could just hold me, maybe that'd be alright. Is that okay, honey? Or are you looking for the exit sign? Are you coming with me? No, whatever you decide, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, I'll be fine.
Oh, that is Bonnie Whitmore's new single coming out October.
Tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow, the same day as the Garrett Owen record. Both things I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
Really, really excited about. Feels,
Congratulations to Whitmore
yeah.
and Garrett Owen, and to you for being part of both records.
Thanks.
Get this in tune and
It's funny how that lines up when stuff all happens on the same day, you know? It's funny how it works like that sometimes.
it's good stuff though, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. It's
good
like,
stuff.
what a day.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And we get to see Emmylou Harris at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's a perfect day in Jaimee Harris world.
Emmylou's doing a thing tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's not 10 o'clock in the morning, but
What's her panel?
they're doing a panel. She's on a panel with Ken Burns where they're revisiting the country
The
music
country music documentary. Yeah, that won't be live. That'll be recorded.
Oh, yeah, for sure, but still. I'm excited.
it was Linda Ronstadt was on a panel yesterday at the conference, and Jaimee put on her giant hoop earrings, and she has one of those white Linda Ronstadt jackets from the 70s, right?
I can show them.
Even though it was pre-recorded, she was all dressed up for the show. It just is so endearing. You might find this hard to believe that is something I would literally never do.
You know?
And it's so endearing to watch you do it. It really is.
There are certain things. Well, it was so crazy because it was also Mavis Staples yesterday. So I thought my heart was going to explode. Like Mavis Staples and Linda Ronstadt on the same day. Like, you can't do that to me. That's like.
Well, Mavis is kind of my buddy. I do love her.
It was really beautiful in the chat. So many people were talking about getting hugs from Mavis Staples. All these people that had.
Mavis is a hugger. Yeah.
I know. It was they're doing such a great job with that.
They're doing a great job with the conference. Americana conference this year is online. It's called Thriving Roots. There's another day of it tomorrow. And Emmy Lou's on a panel with Ken Burns, and there'll be other luminaries. Is tomorrow Bonnie Raitt and Sheryl Crow?
That's what's at 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Bonnie Raitt and
Bonnie
Sheryl
Raitt.
Crow. Oh,
Alice Randall.
Alice Randall and
Angela Davis.
Angela Davis. We have to.
Roseanne Cash and Ray Cooder.
Oh no, that's at 10 a.m. But it replays. You can watch it again. They'll play it and then it'll replay. Because I'm supposed to go hike the trail in the morning. I got to see Angela Davis with Bonnie Raitt and Alice Randall. Gosh, Alice Randall's and Alice Randall's an author and a professor. She teaches here at Vanderbilt. She's one of only. She's the only black woman to have written a song, country song went to #1, or co-written. I can't remember exactly.
Is it X's and O's?
I don't remember which one. I do know that she has that claim to fame. And she's the daughter, the mother of Carolyn Randall Williams, who is quite a luminary now. She wrote a New York Times op-ed piece that went viral. You've been seeing her a lot on the Lawrence O'Donnell show on MSNBC, discussing racism in America. She happens to be the great-granddaughter of Edmund Pettus. Yes, that Edmund Pettus. And she's a person of color. It's trippy and tricky, and she is a poet of great stature and a delightful, brilliant luminary who sports Jamie Harris t-shirt that says,
oh, it says, listen to folk, listen to hip-hop, listen to women. She bought 2 of them. I was like, yes.
And she put it on at the merch table.
Immediately put it on at Dee's Cocktail Lounge. And it was great. She was just like, oh, I have to wear this right now. It was so awesome.
It was a Nashville moment, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a Nashville moment. Here, I'll post that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's such a cool shirt. Anyway, I'm going to play one more for y'all and call it a night. It's getting late here in Nashville. Thank y'all for hopping on. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, well then we'll play a couple more.
No, it's okay. We can go.
Just keep going. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm just having a good time.
I know. I told you this is why we got to do this. This is the one time we know we light up. This and pizza does it for us, really. Well, you get some joy. She makes good gluten-free brownies. Dangerous to have a pan full of gluten-free brownies.
Maybe we should stop and go to the store and get
Is
this
it still
stuff
open?
What time is you start the song, I'll Google it to see if the store is still open.
Order it, get it to bring it. I don't care how much it costs. No, we're not going to do that.
Well, I'm just going to check just while you're starting this song.
Do you remember who asked for this?
I think it was Ann Nicholas. Let me look. Terry.
This is for you, Terry. Crescent City disappearing in the rearview mirror, just like she's always done. Spend my life running from the ghost of the Vaux Cabaret and that dirty spillway water in the noonday sun. The Daughters of charity left their mark on me. Keeping secrets so hard just makes you feel alone. Magazine Street stole from me. Never thought I'd find my way home. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. Most every morning, I thank God for you.
Most.
Thank God for you. 42. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you.
You're never gonna let me live it down,
No.
right? Dang it.
I was just another junkie jonesing on a Greyhound bus with a 20-year ticket to a tortured mind. Sirens, sorrow, cigarette butts. My Jesus in pieces, broken as a highway lines. Thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, honey, I thank God for you. Thank God for you. Thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. You gave me something no one can take away. You saw right through me, love me anyway. And I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you. I thank God for you. I thank God for you. Wake up in the morning, I thank God for you.
Okay. We'll say goodnight.
We'll say goodnight.
That was
And
the stadium closer.
we'll see you all hopefully Sunday, 2:00 Central Time, where you can watch me try to talk to James McMurtry. Good luck to me. No matter what direction that goes, I can guarantee you his songs are going to be great. And we'll be here live from 2 to 3:30. We'll pipe in Michele Gazic from Italy. God knows where he's going to be in Italy. He's been hanging out in different spots, but it's always good to see him and hear him play that violin and viola. And we're just so looking forward to the show on Sunday, and also teaching on Saturday. I've got is that the third class?
It's October 3rd and... Oh, sorry. Is it the 3rd? Yes, this Saturday is the 3rd of the 4th week of the class that we're currently in, but you're about to start a new series of
That's
master classes.
right. That's right.
October 3rd and October 10th.
Yeah, so we've added on 2 more master songwriting classes that I'll be teaching in October. And that's the first and second Saturday of October. We're going to limit it to 13 writers. And we've already had about half, about half of the seats are already full. So if you want to join me in a songwriting work, two shots. We're not saying this very well. We're tired. For 2 Saturdays.
2 Saturdays.
It's a
It's a
package
bundle,
deal. You
yes.
buy both, and I'll work with 13 songwriters on their songs. I'll do a short lecture. Jaimee will be with me, and then we'll work with the songwriters on their songs. And the whole deal is about helping each other to be brave. We encourage. We do not critique. I hate critique. We encourage, and what do we encourage?
Vulnerability.
And courage. We encourage vulnerability and courage, and we believe that that is where the good stuff is. So sending love to everyone, particularly those affected by the hurricane down in Florida and Alabama, Mississippi, and those in the Pacific Northwest in California, and the other hot spots that are still burning. Thoughts and prayers with all of you. And take care till we see you again. Good night.